New items, new tree, new gems, new jewels, and much more in today's episode of Let's Take a Look at Divine Retribution. But before all of that, I want to say morning guys, Moorhuhn here, and let's take a look at the character. In the background you are seeing myself clearing a 17 map, which we have been doing a lot lately. We cleared about 30 to 40 to 17 maps, farming a lot of gold, and yeah, this is pretty much where we are right now with the character. So let's take a look at some pieces. In this video we will take a look at the new gear, at the new passive tree. I changed some stuff. We will take a look at how to fit Righteous Fire into the build, get more damage, get more survivability, and as I said, much more. So first of all, let's take a look at the weapon. For the weapon we still are running an oscillating scepter, but we did upgrade quite a bit. We now are running +2 all physical spell skill gems, double damage and multi-craft scepter. This one is fairly cheap to build for about 10 divines, but I will make a separate video of how to craft this and an upgrade after that soonish. So stay tuned for that. If you want to craft the scepter from the get-go and don't know how to, there's a lot of guides about how to craft +2 physical scepters. All of those work for this as well. Might just be difficult to get your hands on a fractured base due to oscillating scepters not dropping fractured. So I do this without a fracture here, and later on I want an influenced one, so no fracture there as well. The second upgrade I did make was the Viridi's Veil. Viridi's Veil just is one of my most favorite helmets, and the life regeneration and corruption is very cheap with good stats. You can get better corruptions on there, like preservation efficiency or others, but like this one already is pretty good. Together with the Viridi's Veil we need a magic ring. For that I am running a +1 endurance charge, cast speed, max life ring. However, you can use a million with max life and cast speed or something else also. These do not differ in power level too much. The maximum endurance charge is a lot stronger later on when you have more endurance charges. In the mid-range of like 6 to 7 endurance charges, it doesn't matter too much. The max life also is better against chaos damage. Next upgrade I have made is the body armor. We swapped from a hybrid body to a pure armor body with a lot of life, some resistances and physical damage reduction. Also picked up some spell block. In the implicits we've got maximum resistance and hatred. Speaking of hatred, we are using aura setup in the Viridi's Veil with Enlighten, Petrified Blood, Purity of Fire and Hatred. On the shield we run Vitality and Tempest shields. Arrogance, so we reserve life instead of mana there, which sums up the new aura setup. I did these changes to fit in Righteous Fire, which is just a very strong damage buff character. Furthermore, we changed our gem setup on our main link to Divine Retribution, Physical Lightning, Awaken Spell Cascade, Awaken Control Destruction, Expert Retaliation and Empower. In the gloves I do use Arcanist Brand with Elemental Weakness, Life Tap and Hydrosphere. In the boots I currently am testing Life Tap, Cast when damage taken, Molten Shell, Purifying Flame setup. Though this setup is still not final, I am doing a lot of testing there, and other setups have been affecting Lancer of Disintegration with Overcharge, Unbound Ailments and Control Destruction for a big shock. But I did not find it shocking enough, so I did put it away again. And I did try out Zealotry and a Guardian's Blessing setup with Ray Spectre and Meat Shield, together with a Megalomaniac that gives Blessed Rebirth to have good uptime on the aura, but I did find it a bit finicky and annoying, so I did drop that setup also. One of the key parts, however, and one reason why I have made all these resistance upgrades, including the rare jewels with maximum resistances, Purity of Fire and everything, is the Righteous Fire. We can run Righteous Fire permanently now, which gives a whole lot of damage. This, well, is a very strong addition to the build and something you should aim for definitely. The biggest changes on the tree are an addition of the lethal pride with double damage, maximum life and resistance. So there's a lot of good combinations for lethal prides you can get for the middle and bottom jewel slot on the left side, where we have a lot of nodes we pick anyways, so it's a very good slot for that. And we changed our maximum resistance to the middle side of the tree near the duelist, away from the tireless node, which gave reduced cost of skills. The other big upgrade is a large cluster jewel with 12 passives. We're running max life, all attributes, attack and cast speed, and back there. The all attributes is interchangeable with all resistance. Both of these are very strong. How to craft these exactly I will cover in a different video, because there's a lot to talk about just for cluster jewels. The third big thing on the tree is a new Forbidden Flame Flash combo. I am now running with Headsman. There is other options like Bane of Legends or First to Strike, Last to Fall, but all three of these are pretty good options. I did like Headsman the most because I like unconditional cutting strike and I do like a 20% cull, so I choose those. For the Flasks, I now run Basalt, Granite and Silver, all with gain 3 charges when hit and use charges when reach full. The suffixes are increased movement speed, regenerate life, and leech life from hits taken. So when enemies hit you, you leech off of that damage. So technically it is just recoup in a fancy written way. I also do still run my mana flask because I have not figured a great way out to solve my mana issues yet. So for now we will keep the mana flask running. And that does pretty much sum up everything I wanted to talk about. If you have questions about the build and everything, always drop them down in the comments. There will be more update videos with higher budgets and overall stronger gear in the future. Also some crafting stuff and everything you need to know. If there's anything missing, as I said, feel free to ask. I happily answer everything. We'll be streaming almost every day, so just hop in there, ask, I will answer. Also, you can always check out my POE Ninja and check different timestamps at the top, so you can see the progression of the build going through. So here I say, thanks for watching, I'm Moorhuhn, I'm out, and see you on the next one.